Welcome class. Let's study the HTML in a very easy manner. In our previous class we discussed about the basic HTML structure. Now today we will discuss about the various type of tags used in HTML. Our first type of tag is HTML headings tag. HTML provides 6 different heading tags which we can use to perform the heading operation, in which H1 is the most border tag, or we can say it is the largest in the size. Accordingly, H2 is lesser in the size than H1, and H6 is the least in the size in comparison to other heading tags. I am running this heading examples. I am copying it. After that, open the notepad. In notepad, paste it as I pasted it using Ctrl V. HTML body H1, after H1 H2, after H2 H3, after H3 H4, after H4 H5, H6, and after closing the H6 tag, body and HTML. These all tags are container tags, that is why they should be closed. It means they will contain the opening and closing both type of tags. Click on the file option, then save. I am saving it on desktop with head.html. .html is the extension as I told it to you in my previous class. Select all files and click on the save button. After saving, minimize all these things and open the desktop. As I am opening it, my desktop, so look at here, the head.html is available here on the desktop. Right click on it, open with, you can open it with any browser. I am choosing the Google Chrome. You can choose any other browser. So look at here, the maximum size of H1, I am comparing the code. Look at here, the first line enclosed in between the H1 tag, that is why it is highest in the size. Then H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So H6 text is represented as the least in the size. Okay, I hope you got this, the use of heading tags. Now the next tag is paragraph tag. We can use paragraph to perform the various separate sections in a single page. As I am applying P tag here, P tag opened. After the H3, I will close the P tag because P tag is also a container tag. After that, next 3 different tags, I am again putting in a paragraph. We can make separate settings for these paragraphs. Again, move to the file option and click save. Look at here on the screen, the effect will not display because we not applied any property here. We applied the paragraph tag only. So in other classes we will discuss how to apply the properties in the paragraph tag. The next tag which we will discuss is the bold tag. The bold tag is responsible to make the text available in the HTML page bold. Suppose here after the paragraph tag I am writing hello, this is the demo page. Click on file, then click on save and click refresh. So look at here, whatever we will write in between the body open and body close, it will be displayed here on the web page. Now if I wish to make this text bolder, but I do not want to use the heading tags, I want it bold in its original size. So then what I should do? At that time I will use the B tag. B is the bold tag. Look at here, as I am applying it, it is also a container tag, and again click on the file and save option. As I saved it, move to the browser and do the click on the refresh button. So look at here, now the text is bolder than its original type. The next text which we want to discuss is the italic tag. The italic tag or the I tag is responsible to decorate our tag as italic. Look at here, in the same code with our H1 I am applying it. I opened the italic tag and after that I closed it. Okay, in H1 I applied the italic tag. So the text which I enclosed in between the H1 tag, it should be in the form of italic. So again, all the time, remember this thing guys, all the time whenever we will make a tiny, even a tiny changement in our web page, we need to save that page, otherwise the effect will not display on the web browser. Okay, so click on the file, then click on the save button, move to the web browser and click on the refresh button. So look at here, the style of H1 tag's text is italic now. The next tag which we need to discuss is underline tag. Now with the same code in H2 I am going to apply the underline tag. So as for bold we used B, for italic we used I, similarly for underline we will use U. Okay, we will use U tag for underlining any text available in the web browser. So I applied it. U is also a container tag, so that is why we need to open it and close it also. After applying the tag, move to the file option, again click on the save button, then go to the web browser and click on the refresh button. So look at here, the underline applied here at the second heading H2 text. The next tag is the comment tag. The comment tag the developer will use for his own understanding. Own understanding in the sense, by the use of comment tag, the developers write why they used or why they applied some code in the web page. It is there on the web page, but it will not affect the output of web page. Look at here, as I am going to apply in first paragraph, I am applying the comment tag. So angular braces open, after that exclamation sign, and then two hyphens. It will start the comment tag. After that we will write our comment, as I am writing para 1 for H1, H2 and H3. And when we close the comment tag, then we will not put the exclamation symbol. At that time we will put the hyphen only. Okay? Now again click on the file, save, and again move back to the web browser. Refresh it here and look at here. Normally whatever text we written in the body tag, in between the body tag, it displayed here on the web page. But this time we applied the comment tag here in between the body tags, but it is not displayed here. Okay, so the comment tag will not affect our output. The next is the marquee tag. By the use of marquee tag, we can provide the movement to our text. Like, I am going to apply the marquee tag with H1. Marquee tag open, MARQUEE, marquee tag open, and after closing the H1 tag, I am closing the marquee tag because it is also a container tag. Marquee open, marquee close. Now look at here, again move to the file, save, open the web browser and refresh. So look at here, the marquee tag did its work. It is providing the movement to the H1 tag because we put the whole H1 tag inside the marquee tag. Whatever text we will put inside the marquee tag, as I am putting both the paragraphs inside the marquee tag. So look at here, what will happen? File, save, refresh. The whole or the both paragraphs are moving on the web page. We can control the directions of marquee tag, but it is not in your syllabus, so we will discuss it in next classes. Now the next tag is line break tag. It is the BR tag, the break row tag, okay, but it is not a container tag. It is an empty tag. So whatever text we want to move in the new line, suppose I am writing here, this is the first web page of class 7 with HTML. As I written this, so when we save it and run this code here, so look at here, the whole text which we written in between two lines, it is here displayed in a single line. If we want to change the lines of output, then we should use the BR tag. BR is the break row tag. Okay, there is no need to put, it is not the compulsion to put the slash before BR tag. If you put BR only, then also it will break the row. Look at here, as I am applying only BR, then file, save, refresh. So look at here, now the whole text came in new line. Our next tag is center tag. Look at here in our output, our whole text is aligned at left side. But if I wish to give a heading to my web page and I want to display that heading at the center of my web page, then what I need to do? First of all, I need to pass the heading. So I am passing here the use of HTML tags. Okay, and I will put this use of HTML tag in between the h1 tag. And now when we save it and refresh it, so look at here, right now it is aligned as the left side, but we want it where? At the center. So now what we will do? We will put it inside the center tag. Look at here, the center tag, C-E-N-T-E-R, center is a tag. It is again a type of container tag. So we will put it inside the C-E-N-T-E-R center tag open. After the h1 center tag closed. Center tag closed. Again do the same process, save and move back to the web browser, then refresh. So look at here, by default our text moved in between the web page. It means it is center aligned now. Okay. Next text tag which we want to discuss, and the last tag which we want to discuss is horizontal line. If you want to put a horizontal line, a horizontal border kind of line on your web page, then we will use the HR tag. I wish to display the horizontal line before my heading of the web page. So I am applying the HR tag before the center heading, and after the center heading I am also applied the HR tag. Okay, again we made any change here. So move to the file, click on save and refresh. Look at here, you can easily able to see the use of HR tag. Thank you class, that's all for today. In the next class we will discuss how to apply CSS on HTML.